Yo, what is up, guys? Today we are testing another battery. This one is from Temgo. It is a 51.2 volts as typical, but this one is just one solid battery, and it is a 100 amp hour battery with a 200 amp Bluetooth BMS. And this is something similar to what we have reviewed in the past, but just with a different brand. And I do kind of sort of prefer this method of battery instead of having multiple batteries sometimes, because I feel that in the long run it will charge and sustain the charge a little bit better than when you have them separate. Now, separate means that sometimes you're going to have to unplug it and charge them separately, so that way they all remain about the same in charge. So the ones that I have in the cart right now are from Time USB, and they have been great, guys, honestly, but I have them connected in parallel. So we have 3 batteries in which each one has 30 amp hours, so that's about 90 amp hours, and I've been using these now for almost a month, and they have been holding great. Zero issues, zero cutoffs, and the cart got way lighter now. Before I had 6 lead acid batteries on here, and that's equivalent to about 320 pounds, and now I have about 90 pounds in there. That's about 230 pounds less. Now this particular one right here is also a little bit less than 100 pounds, so that's really awesome. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box and just see what it comes inside. Now, last time I checked, guys, these batteries right now currently are running between $700 US dollars, of course, up to $900, and this one also comes with a charger, and it has that smart display in which we have seen from other manufacturers. So yeah, I am really looking forward to this. Also, this is of course the lithium phosphate kind of battery, and it has about 5,000 cycles of charge, give or take. So some of them advertised as having a little bit more, but I think they're all about the same, guys. And if you think about it, 5,000 cycles, that's more than 10 years charging it almost every day, in which a lot of us don't charge it every day. So that's a very long time. And this one comes with warranty. I believe it is a 5-year warranty. I could be wrong, but all the details have been left in the description, so that way you guys can check it out. So right on here, guys, we have a plug. We have a DC to DC power converter. Very interesting. I never had one of these before, but yes, it is a power converter. This is different. And on here, let's see, we just got the manuals out as well. We have a big piece of foam, and right there is the battery. So there we have it, guys. So here we have the huge battery with the 2 terminals right here, and then on this side we get the super huge charger, and I believe this is a 18 amp charger, but as always I can be wrong, or could be wrong. Let's see, this is a 56 output. Let's see, oh, there it is, 18 amp charger. So yes, I was correct. It should charge decently fast. It is made by the company Temgo. Sometimes I've seen where these batteries come with a different company's charger, not Temgo, guys. And then in here I would assume that we have our display. Let's go ahead and confirm that right now. And we do have some straps to connect the battery to the golf cart, and indeed we do have the display right underneath here, guys. Let's go ahead and take this outside here. Let's check the display, and voila, this is our display right here. So again, a lot of goodies. Let's go ahead and take this battery out and take a better look. I'll put it on my bench and see what it says. Boom, here it is, 51.2 volts, 100 amp hour, lithium phosphate, and on here we can see the max charge current 100 amps, max discharge 200 amps. Now it can do a little bit more than that. It can do up to 500 amps for a couple of seconds, but I don't think we're ever going to need that, so that's very cool. And it does come with a Bluetooth app. I tried this Xiaoyang electric and it is working perfect. So right here we are about to find the device list. Let's see if we can go back here into device list and actually get it connected. I think that we might have to kill the other app that I was trying. So there it is. Now we are connected. We have 54% of charge, and these are the cells, the information, just like with other brands that we have seen before. We have the charge on and off toggle, the same for the discharge. We can auto balance and just do the typical stuff on here, guys. This is nice to have because you can disable the card by turning off the discharge off the battery. The cart won't go anywhere, and to me that's a nice little safety feature. So we are ready, guys, to go ahead and pull out all the old batteries from that golf cart, put this in. We're gonna hook up the display, hook up everything, and then I'll show you how everything looks.
A few moments later.
This is what we personally got done. First of all, we might not be using that charger. I might be using this aftermarket one that I purchased for the previous batteries that I had. Reason being is that I already have the port ready, and this charger is perfectly fine for this battery. And this is our connection. As I typically say, your main positive and negative wires that go to the controller, those have to be connected to the very bottom, connected directly into the terminal of the battery. The second one is going to be your charger terminals here, and then third is your power converter, which goes to the very top. That's it. You do that for the negative and the positive, and then it came with these straps, very handy. One was more than sufficient, and the cool part about this battery is that it has the same, I would say, width of the lead acids, which means that if you have a cart that already comes with the rails for the regular lead acid batteries, then this is going to fit perfectly fine. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but it is fitting perfect. The same thing on this side, it is actually inside the rail, and with this strap, that thing is not moving anywhere, guys. Of course, we got the display connected on here, so let's go ahead and turn it on. This is our display. It's giving us the percentage. You get the current in amps, the current voltage, we get the temperature, and then if we click on the page, we get the toggles to turn on and off the charge and the discharge. We also get the max temperature, the minimum temperature, the status is normal, and then finally we get the cell status as well. And as you can see, it has 16 cells at about 3.3 volts each, totaling a little over 51.2 volts, and that's everything we get, guys. What I did is that I drilled a hole into this cup holder, and I put 2 screws that came with it. I ran the wire through the steering column. I went underneath the frame and pulled it out from this side. As you can tell, I hung it from the charger port, and then it gets connected. It has a dedicated connection for it, which is super neat as well. And the connection is actually right here, guys. Okay, so I got everything hooked up. Everything is good to go. We are a little bit low on charge. We're going to charge it fully. I'm going to test it as always for a couple of days, and then give you guys my overall experience with the Temgo 51.2 100 amp hour battery. With so many manufacturers out there creating these batteries, I have to say, guys, and admit that it is very difficult to find the perfect one. I will say that in these times, the perfect one is the one with the best price and warranty. In this particular case, we have the Temgo, and this is a very, very good option for the money and the value on it. So basically what I mean by this is a complete battery that is able to give you up to 22 miles on a golf cart that has been tuned to go up to 21 miles an hour. And as you can see, I converted it into a 4-seater. So that means that I can put a lot of people on here and still get about 22 miles in range with this Temgo 48 volts, 100 amp hour battery. And it has the app as well. It is complete in the sense that it comes with the display. You get the charger with it, in which I have inside of the box on my bed here. I haven't used it. I went ahead and used this aftermarket one just because I had the plug, as I mentioned earlier. So it charges in about, if you're charging it 10% or so, it charges it in about 5 hours, maybe a little bit less. So anyways, guys, what we're gonna do here is just, as always, ride around and let you know what my overall experience is with these batteries. As you can see, the user interface, even though this has been branded as Temgo, the user interface is very similar to other batteries that we have seen. So I would say this is more like a standard type of platform. And of course, you have a touchscreen, which gives you a lot of information, including the status of every single battery cell, which is very good. So with the app, we are able to monitor everything here as we go. Let me see if I can go into here and maybe see. Yep, we can see the current amperage right there, and that's what we're going to see as we ride. So what I will do is start the on-screen recording, and then we're going to take off and see everything here live. You should be able to see it on the screen, and here we go, guys. So today it looks like it wants to sprinkle a little bit. Nothing abnormal here in Florida. So if I haven't told you, or you missed the story behind this golf cart, I did sell the cream color one, or the white one if you want to call it like that. I sold it, which is exactly the same one as this one, but this one is in a lot better condition, and I also got this one very cheap with bad batteries. It was just sitting in a mobile home. They had like a little carport, and it was just simply sitting there not doing much. So the guy decided to sell it. I drove about 45 minutes, picked up a trailer, and got it really cheap. And the guy told me, he said, look, I unlocked it. Everything is good with the cart. But you never know who's lying. You're always taking a risk. And I decided to take a risk. He was asking about, I think it was $12.50 for it. And then I said, look, man, you know, you could be telling me the truth, and I want to believe you. But it is obvious to say that I am taking a big gamble here. And for that reason, I can only offer so much. And that's what I did, and everything ended up being great. As a matter of fact, I got a guy, that same guy wants me to do some work on his golf cart. He was quite impressed that I got this working within minutes after bringing it home. I guess he was trying many methods and didn't realize that, well, one of the batteries that he had on here was actually shot. So anyways, guys, right here, we're gonna stop momentarily, and I'm gonna do a quick takeoff right now. Let's see here, 3, 2, 1. And this throttle, I think it needs the position sensor or whatever sensor it is that goes in it. It goes fast, but sometimes on takeoff, it's kind of like a hit or miss. Let's try that one more time. This time we're going to try it with, there we go, that was a little better. So if you kind of like hit the whole entire thing down, it kind of bogs a little. I had a similar issue with my white one, where the sensor was going bad and I was having a hard time calibrating a Navitas controller, and then when I replaced it, everything was good. But yes, here we saw, guys, that it was able to suck quite some amperage from the battery, and everything was good, no cutoffs. As a matter of fact, I've never ever had any cutoffs with any of these batteries on any of my golf carts that I've had, even with the Navitas controller. So when it comes to the BMS, we can say that it is quite powerful and capable as well. So you shouldn't have any concerns unless you have like a racing type of golf cart with all the bells and whistles, and you have a whole bunch of components for it in it, and you have big wheels, then that might be a different story. but in this case, this is a standard golf cart that was just tuned to go a little bit faster, which is 21 miles an hour. This battery is more than capable. The battery is also lightweight, coming at less than 90 pounds, which means that the golf cart is going to be a lot more responsive, and the weight capacity has increased because we did decrease some from the batteries, in which we know, guys, that lead acid batteries are very, very heavy, and so being able to install a lithium on your cart is going to make a world of a difference in handling, acceleration, and like I said, you can fit some heavy people on here and everything is fine. Also, I never had any issues with the temperatures on these batteries. Only one time, actually. It was kind of funny because I didn't know what was going on. It was kind of cold outside. It was in the winter time here in Florida, and it was like in the 40s, I think, that day. And for some reason, when I went to start the cart, it wasn't doing anything. But then as the day warmed up during the day, of course, like the middle of the day, got into the 60s, I was able to charge the battery, woke it up again, and then everything was good. So it only happened to me one time because the temperature, I guess it was a little bit too low, and batteries don't like that. But now, as far as overheating or overcharge, overcurrent, whatever you want to call it, I've never had any failures with any of these batteries. Now, I believe Temgo offers a 5-year warranty on these, and they have up to 5,000 charging cycles, which is a lot. That means that, if you deplete it every day, that's a couple of years already, guys. That's more than the 5-year warranty. So that's really good. You have a peace of mind, no maintenance, none of that. These batteries are just basically plug and play, and you are set to go. Now, talking about plug and play, when I first tested the other Time USB batteries that I had on here, the ones that came separate, the 30 amp hour ones, I had to replace the converter, the power converter, because my lights were randomly going off. And I had the old converter on here, took it off, put a new one from Amazon, and the lights have been great ever since. This cart came with turn signals, it came with horn, it came with all of that good stuff, guys. So yes, if you're looking for a reliable battery at a very decent price that comes with everything, with warranty, you get the charger, you get the display, you get everything that you need, this is very good, guys. I mean, just keep in mind the warranty. This is an investment. A lot of people here in Florida and even around the States, we use them as as like a hobby. I'm not a golfer myself, but I love golf carts, especially in occasions such as the 4th of July, Christmas time, and Halloween. All those good times, we actually use golf carts a lot to, drive the kids around and just see what people have done, in terms of decorations and stuff like that. It is a lot of fun. My kids love the golf cart. And I always tell them, look, if I sell it because I want to either flip it or I want to get something better, just know that I'm getting another one, because my kids, they got used to this thing, and I could never not have one at home. I mean, I could sell this, but immediately within weeks I will have to get another one, just because they became so accustomed to this, guys. It's quite amazing. So anyways, pretty good golf cart, pretty good battery. I'm happy overall, guys. It handles very nicely. Again, I got 22 miles, and then I was at 10%. So yeah, you can squeeze it maybe up to 25 miles, the maximum. But if you have, like me, a lot of people in it. Today I'm running alone because everybody's at school, which I think is actually quite impressive, guys, for a battery of this magnitude. So right here you guys have seen the data live, and I think there's just not much more to say about this one. It has a plastic casing, so if you want to take it apart, it's a little hard because it's not like other batteries that I've received that have a metal casing and they have a cap with screws on top. This one doesn't have that, and as a result, guys, we really can't take it apart without damaging the casing, and that's not something I am willing to do unless you guys request it. But just take my word for it, guys, this thing is really, really good. And we're gonna go ahead and stop here the BMS, the app recording, and right now you can see here that everything is in Celsius and Fahrenheit for the temperature. We are at about 83 degrees. That's not bad at all. The battery still has 84%, and we did a good 2 or 3 miles already on it, just going around the neighborhood here. And yeah, guys, like I said, overall it is a great battery, very simple to plug on here, and it almost feels, if you look at it, almost feels like it was custom made for this golf cart, because of the fact that not only does it fit inside the rails, but there's like a little divider here, and it fits like right on there, guys. There's maybe like 1.5 inches of play between the corner and this right here. So this thing fitted perfectly well. Also came with straps, so you can strap it down. And yeah, I mean, it is amazing. It came with these little handling grips with a little rope on it, so that way you can, you know, move it around and do whatever you need to do. But keep in mind, you can also use this for many other applications, such as, you know, RV stuff, solar stuff. You can even power a home if you have a few of these, you know, with the right converters and stuff. You can supply energy to many other things, not just golf carts. And I'm quite excited. I'm very happy with the performance of the Temgo. And so, of course, all the links have been left down below. There's probably going to be a coupon available for you as well to save some money on it. And so with this being said, guys, thank you so much for watching. Subscribe, comment, share, click on the bell icon so that you don't miss future videos like this. And I will see you on my next one.